Hi, Brill. How are you? And nice to meet you.
Lovely to see you as well. I'm doing good though. Out here in the forest today,
Yes,
but
that's
yeah,
nice.
look forward to this.
Okay. The weather is good there, I see.
Yeah, doing good.
Okay. So you are an Instagram creator and social media generally. Can you tell the people that watch us now, who are you and what do you do?
Yeah, good questions. So other than social media content, that's more of like me just having fun. Um, my name's Brie, and I live in the US. I travel around for work. And what I do, I would actually like to keep it on the down low, so I prefer not to share it. But let's just say that work makes me travel. So part of the travel gig of working, I am capable of also doing the social media part of just exploring the world out there.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
So then how old are you? I know
good
people say
question.
it not to girls, but I do.
Yeah, most people say, hey, never ask a woman her age, but I'm gonna go ahead and share it. So I'm actually
Yes.
27. I don't know
Okay.
if that's old and what you're fat or young, but it's a good age for me.
You look younger.
Thanks.
So,
Lovely.
what's something you think cool about your city or America generally?
Yeah. So I don't really have a hometown. And I say that because I grew up in a military family. So when I was younger, we moved around a lot and we
Okay.
kept moving from city to city. Um, but I spent most of my days in Dallas, Texas. So I
Okay.
would say maybe my hometown's kind of Dallas. I would say the cool thing about Dallas is that it's growing in the art industry. So it used to be a typical large city, whatever. But now it's more of like, oh, the dance industry is growing, the musical arts is growing and everything. I just think it's great that you can go to Dallas and watch shows or go to um, art stuff, galleries. That's the word, art galleries. But yeah,
Okay. That's cool. Yes. So, what do you like when you do filming or posting your content?
hmm. I love to dance, as you would probably see on the
Yes.
circle. One of my favorite parts would be more of like abstract dancing or if I create it myself. But to stay in the new and for my followers, a lot of people like seeing trends. So right now I'm focusing on more of like trending dances when like, oh, everyone's dancing to that song. Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay. So, more Instagram or more TikTok?
Instagram. So when I started Instagram, I was trying to decide between what platform to use. I ended up using Instagram.
Yes. Okay. I
Yeah.
like it too, more than TikTok.
Yeah. Facebook too, a little bit. I think that reaches more for the older crowd.
Yes.
I would say like my parents' age and older.
That's true.
But
I
yeah.
think the most people that use it are 30 years
Yeah,
old,
like 30, 40,
something like this.
50 plus.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that. But yeah.
Do you wake up early or eher, I say it in German,
For
more
work,
early or
I
more late?
yeah, for work I often have to wake up early, but I am not a morning person. I prefer to sleep in.
Yes,
Definitely.
we do not.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you posted your first Instagram picture or reel?
Oh, kinda. So this dates back to like when Instagram first came out. I don't know, like 15 years ago.
Okay, long
Um,
time.
it was a smaller account, and it was more of just a typical teenager having fun with social media. I was posting things like I would never post my face or myself or me dancing. Actually, I'd post like, "Oh, look at this beautiful tree," or "Oh, look at this flower,"
Yes.
look at my breakfast. And so that was my account originally, but just 2 years ago, so that's how old the current account is. 2 years ago, I decided, you know what? I love dancing, but my job doesn't include dancing. I used to dance. I'm considered a retired dancer now. I don't dance anymore because my body isn't capable of doing certain things. I kind of broke down a little bit. Um, but I love dancing so much that I was like, okay, how do I like still stay connected to what I like to do and pay the bills with my work?
Yes,
So
it's
I ended up,
great to show what you like and things you
yeah,
have done with. Yeah.
right, right. So that started 2 years ago, and then I've been posting ever since.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is the moment you had online in Instagram or social media generally you will never forget?
What's a time on Instagram that I will never forget on social media? Hmm, I don't know. I don't, I wish I would post or collaborate most frequently with other accounts and other people, but it's hard when you're traveling to make connections with people.
Yes.
Um, one of my favorites was there was a birthday party for someone in my family, somebody with Down syndrome. Um, and it was, I don't remember, I think it was a birthday party. Anyways, and so my grandmother was helping put the party together, and she was like, hey, I know you used to dance and you love dancing. Can you do some sort of dance thing for the party? I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds fun. So I invited a local Instagram artist in the area who's also a model, and my younger sister, and all three of us got together, and I basically like did a little dance along with some friends from college, like dance friends. We did a
Yeah.
little dance, and then after the dance and everybody clapped, I then said, "Okay, now I'm going to teach everybody to dance." So we did this little line dance. I don't know. Do you know what a line dance is by chance?
I danced it too. I'm in the dancing school, but I don't
Oh,
like it.
lovely though. I guess it's when everybody lines up in lines, and it's the same repetitive thing over and over and over.
I don't know
Oh,
how you say it there, but in Germany it's
excuse me.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry. So anyways, we taught a light dance at the event, and it was just so much fun. Everybody came up to the dance floor and learned the dance. It was a good time. That was a very memorable part of my Instagram account.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
So, is there Instagram creator or a person that inspires you?
That inspires me. Yes. So I couldn't decide who. So I'm just gonna name two or three of them here. So there's an account called Two J's,
Okay.
two the word J's, and then the number two. And it's an older couple. I actually don't know their age, but I'm gonna guess like in their 70s. So
Okay.
they're an older couple, and all they do is just dance together. They dance at home, they dance in parks, they just have fun. And I just find them very inspirational because I'm like, yeah, when I get older, me and my husband, and I am married, my husband and I maybe one day will get older and we'll be exactly like them, just dancing in our bedroom and stuff like that. Another one that's awesome is that Brazilian couple. And that's
Okay.
also a couple. Maybe I'm a little romantic, or I don't know. They're also a
Yes.
couple, but they're of the younger age group. I don't know their age either, but I would say like they're in their 30s maybe. Um they just had a baby recently, so congrats to them. But I think they used to be professional dancers, but now they're enjoying their lives. They're having children. They're still dancing randomly as well, like in the kitchen and stuff. It's kind of fun. You should totally check out their account.
Okay, I will.
And then the last two more. um, hey, middle age, like hey, and then middle and age, like how old you are. Hey, middle age. She is, I think she's an Asian ethnicity, but she focuses on the fact that age is not a factor. And she's still moving and grooving, taking like martial art classes. And I don't know her age either. I think she told us a few times on her account, but maybe she's in her 60s. You know, you start getting gray hairs then and everything, but she's still like very inspirational and very fun to watch. She's like on her Instagram account is like, no matter what happens as you get older, I'm still like gonna be moving forever and ever. And it's just part of growing up. So I was like, that's great. Lovely.
Yeah.
And then the last one. Ooh, this one's hard to I don't even know how to pronounce it actually. Masaka, I believe it's pronounced. Kids. Masaka Kids Africana, I think.
Okay.
They are an orphanage, I think, of kids that also dancers. So I guess all of my inspiration comes from other dancers.
Yes, it looks like
um,
this.
yeah, they would probably age range is probably between like 5 to like 18, and I don't know who teaches them the dances or who choreographs it, but they're inspirational because they they love to do more than just dancing. So the most recent one was they put together boxes and like a pot top, and they pretend they were playing the drums, and then they
Yes,
grabbed like a rock or a tree branch and pretend they're singing, and they're inspirational because they're just having fun as kids. It's very fun.
that's
Kind of
great.
cute too.
It
Yeah.
looks like your husband have to dance a lot in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Does he
Definitely.
like dancing or?
Oh, who? My husband. Um, so he would say he's a bad dancer, but I personally think he's an awesome dancer. So
Okay.
depends how you
So
look at it.
he's ready for your videos in the future.
Yes, yes. He kind of jokes about it, but he when we first met, which was before I started the Instagram account, he was like, "Oh, maybe one day I'll become an Instagram husband, blah blah blah. I'll be behind the camera always recording." Now
Yes.
he literally is. But
If you
yeah,
like it, it's great. Yes.
fun
Do you
stuff.
want to be a full-time creator or do you like your actually work?
Good question. I kind of really enjoy my current job and want to make a career out of it. If it comes to the opportunity to be able to be a content creator for life, I'm all down for it if it makes money. But, you know, right now it makes very minimal money, so it's more of just a hobby.
Yes, I
But if the
understand.
opportunity comes, I'd be down for it. Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite brand right now you used or would like to use?
What's my favorite one?
Brand for clothes or t-shirts, shoes?
Hmm. Um, what's my favorite brand?
Yeah.
Or I would feel okay. There's this brand that is in a lot of US American malls called Earthbound. It's kind of like a hippie style. They have a lot of patterns and colors, and it always reminds me of the outdoors. So I would say Earthbound is probably one of my favorites.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how would you describe your style in 3 words or five?
My style?
Yes.
Or five. Um, I would say I got a unique style, kind of. I love colors. I love being exotic. So maybe exotic, um, vibrant because of the colors, and then expressive because I just love, no matter what someone tells me, like, oh, those colors don't match. I just love to express my colors and my own free will to just wear whatever I want.
Okay, that's good. The actually design is just black or white, so colors are sometimes great too.
Right, right. And um, my field of work, is a lot of sit down meetings and wear a tuxedo or wear, a button down shirt, a collar, kind of similar to
Yes.
what you're wearing today. But I just love, being appropriate, of course. So maybe not this outfit at work, but um, just bring in some color and some life to, well, everyday life.
Okay,
So
that's great.
yeah.
If you could go on vacation anywhere, where would you go?
Excuse
Gesundheit
me.
again.
Sorry. I guess it's allergy season right now here.
Yes.
So, say it one more time. Where would I go on vacation? Is that the
Yes.
question?
Right.
Oh, I I would probably I've only been to Africa once, so probably somewhere in Africa just to get a little bit more of a culture experience. Probably West Africa somewhere, maybe Nigeria. That sounds
Okay.
fun.
Sounds great.
Yeah,
Do you like more the beach or the mountains?
it's a hard question. I would say I like them both, but
Yeah.
probably the mountains first. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I think the most people would say the beach, but
Beach.
mountains
Yeah,
are
yeah.
great too.
I love my husband and I, we love going on walks up mountains and stuff. So, yeah, just recently we were at Machu Picchu and this place called Lagoon, which is a lake, Lagoon 69 over in Peru. That was lovely. But the altitude was just so high, it was hard to breathe. But it was
Yes,
fun.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
If you ever visit Europe, you can visit the Lake of Constance and
The Lake
Swiss.
of Constance.
A lot
Okay.
of mountains there. Yes,
I'll add that to my list, definitely. All
good.
right, all right.
What would be a perfect day of your vacation? More like hiking or relax in the sun or something like this? Or shopping?
I would say hiking. Yeah, definitely a
Okay.
hiker. Yeah, good stuff.
Yes. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Ooh, that's a good one. So I would probably say Turkey.
Okay.
Um, the people there are just so amazing and sweet and nice people. Also the landscape is awesome as well. Um, hopefully it will stay a peaceful country forever.
Yeah.
If if I ever had to change countries or live somewhere else, that'd probably be the place to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's a big dream you have for your future?
Hmm. Okay, so I have just started recently playing a sport called racquetball.
Okay.
And I'm not exactly 100% pro level yet, but maybe I'm closer to like the college level where I'm like
Yes.
really, really, really good. That maybe one day I will be a professional racquetball player. Yeah.
Good.
That'll be
Then I wish
fun.
you good luck with it.
Yeah, you can see some of the racquetball on Instagram. I don't do it very often, but I hopefully I'll do it more often on Instagram.
Okay. So, what's your favorite car brand? BMW, Mercedes, or do you have Cadillac?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Your favorite car brand? BMW, Mercedes?
Oh, car brand. Ooh, I would say definitely stay away from Mercedes. So we have, yeah, my husband and I, we travel a lot in our Sprinter van, which is a Mercedes brand. It's a ginormous van that's like got a
Yes.
little house on the inside. Horrible. Like I okay, I know, I think, isn't Mercedes out of Germany?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, sorry. Well, the parts here are impossible to find. So if you have an issue, it's almost impossible to fix because no one has the parts. And it costs thousands and thousands of dollars to
yes,
fix
that's true.
every single time something happens to it. So not Mercedes.
BMW is more expensive if something is
Is it?
defect. Yes,
Yeah.
but they don't have vans too or something like this.
Well, I'm not much of a car person, so maybe a bike.
Yes, the Mercedes bus, or how you say it, is the German teacher car. The most teachers drive something like this.
Oh man. Yeah, yeah, it's not the best in my opinion. Um, I when my first I would probably say I'm not very much of a car person. Maybe any car with color.
Yes, in
Like,
America, generally, bikes don't drive that much like in Germany. We have all a bike and go to school or to work with it, but the streets
oh,
there aren't made for this.
it's gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, some spots in the US, it's like mandatory to have a car. Otherwise, you can't get anywhere.
That's true.
It's kind
Yes.
of the opposite. And actually, our public transportation, like trains, or buses, most places it's pretty bad. It doesn't exist.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yes. So I
Okay.
have one last question.
Oh man. Okay, go for it.
Yes. What is the dark side or bad side you see about social media? You have Instagram seit more than 50 years, so you
Yeah.
can see a bad change or something like this. I probably doesn't know with my 80 years. 18.
Yeah. Um, I would say there's like two things. One, you're if you're open to the public, which all social media content creators are, usually it's a public account. If you're open to the public, anybody and everybody can find you. So that's sometimes that's good, like, oh, some friends from high school or something, but also it could be bad. It's just like some weirdos or some individuals that want to ask bad questions that you don't want to be looking at, or yeah, so that's the downside of social media, especially for the content creating, of just like you're putting yourself out there to be grabbed and eaten away at. So usually I it doesn't affect me personally.
Yes.
I just ignore, you know. But for especially the younger audience of content creators, such as my younger sister, um, she just turned 18 recently, but she's been
Yes.
content creating for years, and she got that so often, and it was not good. It was almost like cringeworthy kind of thing. Like, um, another thing that's the downside, not really good, is that technically Instagram can be canceled at any moment, technically. So
Yes.
it's nice because it's a place where you can share your memories and look back on memories, but your memories can be deleted at a click of a button if Instagram wanted to get rid of it. Like TikTok. Didn't they do that recently with TikTok? They like canceled TikTok, but then they
Yes.
brought it back. Yeah.
I think so.
So
In Germany, it wasn't that problem, but in America, I think yes.
everybody's like, no.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was a little bit fun because I think the most people can't live without social media, and it's quite
Yeah.
true.
I guess that's another bad thing about it is some
Yes,
people just live on it and they don't have a life outside of it. I'm happy that I'm privileged enough to be able to move around and have a life and have friends outside of social media.
yes, true.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Well,
say
thank
thank you
you.
for the interview,
Yeah, thank you
and
for having me. Thank you.
thanks.
And let
Have
me
an
know if you have any small
amazing
questions. Huh?
weekend. Have an amazing weekend too, and
Yes.
yes,
Yes,
I think a
and
nice traveling.
Thank you. Have a good
Sure.
day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.